Joining us now on this show this morning to discuss the NNPP's campaign activities and the inauguration of the Presidential Campaign Council is Abubakar Yusufu, spokesperson of the New Nigeria People's Party Presidential Campaign Committee. Welcome to the morning show, Mr. Yusufu. Good to have you on the program.
Thank you so much. Nice being here.
Hi guys, spokesperson of New Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, has come out to defend his presidential candidate Kwankwaso over the allegation that he borrowed money to serve his state when he was a governor. He also said that Kwankwaso left a lot of money before moving out of the office. Guys, watch this video and hear what Rufai said because he has facts and figures over it.
You said your candidate will make jam, once every 4 years. But the APC government has remitted, or jam under the APC government has remitted over 30 billion to the federal coffers. So at a time we are complaining that we don't have revenue, is your candidate saying that it's acceptable to lose the jam revenue? And also, your candidate always claims that he saved money and all of that, and he didn't borrow. But there's a fact check here on the cable that says Kwankwaso borrowed. Kanu's domestic debt increased over 1,000% between 2011 and 2015. How do you reconcile those two things? Because that's what your candidate, I didn't borrow, I settled debts and everything. And this is on the 21st of November 2020. Kwankwaso borrowed. And over 1,000%, that's what the domestic debt increased by between 2011 and 2015. You can check the cable for that. And also, like I asked before, are you saying that we should remove the 30 billion revenue from JAM because you want to save resources? Those two questions, sir.
Yes, sir. Firstly, let me make it very clear that Kwankwaso did not borrow. I'm not surprised this is an election year. People are out to definitely malign. We at the Kwankwaso movement, we do not really believe in criticizing, because as we are taught, the professor will always say, quote, beware of those who are constantly critical of others. For when you turn your back, they may deal with you in the same manner. Such is the identity of the negative man. Avoid them like the plague, unquote. I still put it to you that fact check is not correct. That fact check must have been put there by somebody that is out to smear my presidential candidate. Kwankwaso did not borrow a kobo. Indeed, he left excess money in the coffers. That's why the governor that came after him was able to carry on. And when he came back the second time, he also met a lot of colossal debt, which he cleared in no time. So anybody saying that Kwankwaso borrowed, we are challenging them to prove this, and they will not be able to prove this. It's an election year, they can say anything.
Okay, let me read this fact check to you. He said in the year 2011, when he was elected, the existing domestic debt of 5.8 billion. In 2015, when he left office, the state debt had increased to 65 billion, a 1,008% increase. There's an increase in the existing domestic debt.
Well, I don't know who is saying this. Is it my
it's the cable? Is the cable that is saying it? Is the cable that is saying? So it might be that, like you say, he didn't borrow, or how did the domestic debt increase? That's what I'm asking here.
Yeah, I still stand to be corrected. I believe that that's a fact check.
Could it be due to interest payments or anything?
I disagree with that. At the Kwankwaso movement, we have not been able to lay our hands on any credible debt. If it were so, it would have been published and in the social and mainstream media. That is one. Then secondly, you talked about the colossal money that we will probably be missing from JAM and all that. I'll tell you that that is a question of accountability or lack of it. Kwankwaso, like you know, when he was in Kano State, he started the treasury, the single treasury system and the e-payment. That is why the state is very buoyant. That's why up to today, it's not in debt. So I challenge that authority and that source that my presidential candidate did not leave a debt.